This video isn't about blaming them. It's about understanding why letting go hurts so much, and why it's also the start of your healing. Welcome to the channel. Let's dive in. Why people leave. Some people are chapters. Not your whole story. They come in when you're vulnerable. When you need someone. They enter your life during a season when you needed them, or they needed you. You laughed together. Maybe you fell in love. Maybe you shared your secrets, your childhood memories, your worst fears. But life has a rhythm, and not everyone can keep dancing to the same beat. Just when you think, finally, someone gets me. And for a while, they do. But life changes people. You grow. They grow. And sometimes, you grow apart. You may ask yourself, was it something I did? Could I have held on tighter? But the truth is, you can't force people to stay. They were never meant to. Some people are meant to show you what love feels like, not what it stays like. They're meant to spark something in you, not stay to watch it burn. And that doesn't mean it wasn't real. It just means it wasn't forever. Romantic endings that still haunt you. Let's talk about the ones who said, "I love you," and meant it, until they didn't. Maybe it ended quietly. The texts slowed down. The calls stopped. The warmth in their voice turned to polite distance. And suddenly, you're dating a stranger you used to know everything about. That kind of ending is the hardest. Because there's no explosion. No final argument. Just a slow erosion of something that once felt so safe. And it's so hard to let go when nothing really went wrong. You keep scrolling through old photos. Reading old messages. Replaying conversations, wondering where it went wrong. But you have to understand something, sometimes, the love was real, but temporary. It came to teach you what your heart is capable of. To help you see what you deserve. To prepare you for someone who stays. Friends who drifted away. Remember that friend you used to talk to every day? The one who knew what you had for lunch, all your inside jokes, your weekend plans, and all your insecurities. And now, you watch their stories like a stranger. You know their favorite coffee order, but not who they are anymore. Friendship breakups are real. And painful. Because there's no warning. No, we need to talk. Just missed texts, ghosted invites, and eventually, silence. Sometimes, they outgrow you. Or you outgrow them. Sometimes, life just puts you in different lanes. It hurts, but it's not always personal. Still, that doesn't make the silence any easier to sit with. If any part of this feels like your story, if your heart aches for a goodbye you never got, take a second. Breathe. You're not alone. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. This channel is a soft place to land. For healing. For truth. For you. Family you had to walk away from. Let's talk about the hardest one. Family. We're taught that family is everything. But let's be real. Sometimes the people who hurt you the most share your last name. You grew up thinking you were the problem. That if you were quieter, more obedient, more normal, they'd finally love you the way you needed. But they didn't. And one day, you realized that love isn't supposed to feel like fear. That family isn't just about blood. It takes everything in you to set boundaries with family. To create distance. But choosing your peace over their approval. That's healing. You don't have to explain your pain to those who caused it. You just have to protect the version of you that survived it. Why letting go isn't giving up. We think holding on shows strength. But sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is let go. Letting go isn't forgetting. It's not pretending it didn't matter. It's saying, it mattered. It changed me. And now, it's over. You'll still have days where you miss them. Where you think about sending a text. But healing isn't linear. Some days will feel like freedom. Others will feel like withdrawal. That's normal. Grief is just the price we pay for caring. And it's okay to feel it. But don't camp in that pain. Feel it. And then keep walking. The people who are meant to stay. Now here's the beautiful part. You know what's beautiful? Once you let go of the wrong people, the right ones start to show up. The ones who reply without delay. Who ask how you really are. Who show up without needing a reason. You stop settling for almost. You stop begging for crumbs. And slowly, you build a circle that feels like home. The ones who stay, they don't need convincing. They're not threatened by your growth. They're not seasonal. They're steady. And they exist. I promise. The gentle goodbye. So if you're still holding on to someone who let go of you a long time ago, it's okay to stop. It's okay to unfollow. To archive the photos. To stop romanticizing the pain. You can forgive them, without inviting them back. You can miss them, and still move on. Because letting go isn't losing. It's choosing you. And you? You're worth staying for. Even if it's just you, for now. Stay. Heal. Grow. You deserve love that stays. And it starts with you. If this video spoke to your heart, if it helped you breathe a little deeper, cry a little softer, or feel a little less alone, then don't keep that healing to yourself. Subscribe to Echoes of Wisdom, where silence is honored, emotions are welcome, and your story is safe. Leave a comment below. I'm letting go, and I'm ready to grow. Let's remind each other, we're not broken. We're just becoming. And if you know someone who needs this message, share it. You never know who's silently holding on. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay gentle with yourself.